Right now, new and current customers can get any phone for free at US Cellular, so you can connect with all your family members this holiday season. You could even call your aunt, who always makes you talk to your cousin, who's a dog. Or, maybe just send her a festive text. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular. Get any phone free today. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
We value human connection with fewer distractions. US Cellular, built for us. Visit your US Cellular authorized agent, Cellular Advantage, located at 918 South Locust Street in Glenwood.
The holidays start here at Baker's with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. You could do a classic herb-roasted turkey or spice it up and make turkey tacos. Serve up a go-to shrimp cocktail or use Simple Truth wild-caught shrimp for your first Cajun risotto. Make creamy mac and cheese or a spinach artichoke fondue from our selection of Murray's cheese. No matter how you shop, Baker's has all the freshest ingredients to embrace all your holiday traditions. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
Thanks for tuning into our podcast. We love having you here, and it's our mission to bring you all the latest and greatest tips, skills, and know-how to make you the best that you can be. We know that you have it in you, and we're going to show you how. Now, let's get started.
This episode is powered by Poddex.
Thank you for tuning in today. You are now listening to That Will Never Work podcast with your host, Maurice Chisholm. Hey everyone. How are y'all today? This is Maurice, and I want to come to y'all today. It's been a really, really busy 2 weeks, so I apologize for not having an episode for y'all last week. But here is the deal. I mean, we've had a lot of celebrations going on. My son's He videotaped his virtual graduation for one of his high schools. He also had an opportunity to go on his prom, in a real live state, So we tried to make it as real as possible for him. So we have truly been concentrating on taking these opportunities to make his senior year as delightful as possible. And some of us are taking these opportunities or these options to just make life as real as possible, because we would like to get back to, as we deem the term, normalcy. So in that case of normalcy, I think we've had moments where we feel as though our opportunities have not been as present as in abundance and may have been in the past. So I just wonder, what do you think this is, what I'm talking about today? So, there's a song that my kids they sing a lot, and they it comes from a very popular play, musical that just aired on the Mouse's streaming channel, and I had the opportunity to see it. So in the play, or musical, I should say, here is a stanza that really explains to you where I'm coming from today. It says, I'm going to get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dang, I amazed and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains, but no polish. I got to holler just to be heard. With every word, I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough, a shiny piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech, unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets get colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage. I have learned to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to fan this spark into a flame, but damn, it's getting dark. So let me spell out my name. I am the ALEXAND. We are meant to be. So here is this gentleman who had an opportunity to make a name for himself. He saw an opportunity as this song is called, I'm not throwing away my shot. This is in that popular musical Alexander, right? And so I listen to my kids. They talk about this all the time. And, there's this musical and they sing it. And my son has been, and my daughter have acted in short films and things like that. And so they get into these other alternative, as I call alternative, because when I was their age, I did not view musicals and plays and things like that as entertainment. I really didn't. It wasn't until I had gotten older that I was into it. They were into a little younger age. I was not. So here lies why I'm going with this thing of I'm not throwing away my shot or taking advantage of your opportunities. Sometimes I think we don't understand what our opportunities really are. And when things are being presented, it may not be presented in a way that it comes off as an opportunity. I think we take certain situations for face value, or we lean upon our own understanding and not doing our research, not communicating with someone else. Hey, can you read this over for me and help me to understand what this true opportunity is? What's being offered? How is it being offered? And how does it benefit me in the long run? Whether it is in a job perspective or entrepreneur perspective, even if it's on a volunteer perspective, everything can be an opportunity. And then there are some things that's just it's not an opportunity for you. It may not be, it may be for someone else, but maybe not for you. Maybe not at that time. Timing is everything, right? So over the weekend, I was informed, that my, someone close to me has an opportunity to serve on an advisory council for as a former student of this particular school, to be on an advisory council. And so I thought about it, and as it was brought to my attention, and I thought about it. I even, brought it to my wife and said, hey, what do you think about this? And, sometimes young people do not understand the long-term effects of what some of these opportunities, these moments can have. And I only can speak for myself. I did not take advantage of all the opportunities I had. I put myself in a box, and me putting myself in that box, unfortunately, fortunately, it has allowed me to lean on some of those experiences, but it does not always translate into another part of the working class. So for an example, if for me, yes, my background has been in church. I was a young person in church, and I had done a lot of things. I've accomplished a lot of things, traveled a lot of different places. But, that did not transfer over into corporate America. I can say, hey, I've done this, and this. But when it was time for me to sit down and say, hey, I have experience, and I said, oh, yeah, I got experience. I did this, and this in church. And you know what? It was shot down. And you know why? Because the people or the powers that be did not truly understand the dynamic and to the level of opportunity I was given, and who, when, where, how, and why I had to manage the situation. And yes, it was an opportunity to give me experience, but it did not provide additional opportunities down the line. So, sometimes opportunities are for the moment, and sometimes they're for a lifetime. And you just have to determine at what particular time and moment that opportunity should be available. Should you take advantage of it? And are you ready to shoot your shot, or not throwing away your shot, trying to do something really, really, really extraordinary with what you're trying to do. So here is another line within that those lyrics of "I'm not throwing away my shot." It says, "Don't be shocked when your history books mention me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you'll see my ascendancy." So, are we willing to put everything on the line to get to the point of creating those opportunities, to making those opportunities, taking advantage of those opportunities when they come about? So I encourage each and every one of us to take the moment when something comes up to really analyze what's being presented, to look at it forwards and backwards. And sometimes you don't have that opportunity to. Sometimes people need an answer right then and there. And in a situation like that, yeah, it's probably best for you, not, especially if you're not sure, to pass. But then there's some, especially if it's a situation where it seems like it's too good to be true, because sometimes it is. But I encourage you to take a look at all your opportunities, all your situations, an opportunity to take that shot, that last shot in the final 2 or 3 seconds of a game, and see if that will become your winner. Thank y'all very much for listening today. And we are here to educate, empower, enable, and impact our world. Be sure to like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn at Chisholm Group, CHISM Group. Thank you very much for listening.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.
We can stop HIV, Iowa.
A person living with and being treated for HIV can take 1 pill a day to protect their own health and prevent HIV from passing to sexual partners.
We call it U equals U. Undetectable equals untransmittable.
Visit StopHIVIowa.org.
When you download the Baker's app, you have easy access to savings every day. Get the most out of weekly sales and receive personalized coupons to save on your favorite items, all while earning 1 fuel point for every $1 spent. Baker's makes it easy to save while you shop, whether it's in-store or online, so you get the most value out of every trip, every time. Download the Baker's app now to save big on your next purchase. Baker's, fresh for everyone. Must have a digital account to redeem offers. Restrictions may apply. See site for details.